He got involved with almost every girl at school, yet everyone was convinced he'd settle down once he turned 18. Everyone except me. I'd watched him break my sister's heart. I'd caught him with other girls. I knew exactly who he was. So when he suddenly invited me to his birthday party, the very day people swore would change him, I knew one thing for sure. Something was about to go very, very wrong. What's your name? Harper's gravelly voice snapped me out of my thoughts. I just stared at him. Is he serious? I've lived in the same town as this guy forever. Same middle school, same high school. We'd sat near each other for years, even worked on assignments together sophomore year. He flirted with me yesterday, and now he's acting like he doesn't know who I am. I broke eye contact, shoved my books into my bag, slammed my locker shut, and muttered, "Jerk," under my breath. I turned to leave. He grabbed my wrist and spun me back around. "What?" I hissed. Okay, I'm really sorry for not remembering your name. And for not calling you," he said quickly, like he'd rehearsed it. "But I swear, give me your number again and I'll call you. I will." His voice had that desperate edge. His eyes did that pleading thing girls always fell for. His lips formed an adorable little pout, probably a move he used daily. What? I blinked, completely lost. He scratched the back of his neck, laughing nervously. "I spent time with you and didn't call the next day. That's why you're mad, right? Right. Wait, what? The nerve of this man-child," I snapped. "I never did anything like that with you, Harper, and I'm never going to. So let go of my hand." He looked genuinely stunned, like I'd spoken a foreign language. His brows knit together, confusion written all over his face. His grip loosened. I yanked my wrist free as the bell rang and marched to class. "Why is Harper Kane staring at you?" the girl to my left whispered. I groaned. "If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even know he was staring. And for the last time, I don't know." She glared at me and went back to texting under the desk like she wasn't in the middle of physics. I tried not to check. I really did. But I could feel his stare burning into the back of my head. Eventually, just to shut everyone up, I turned around. There he was, last row, corner seat, staring straight at me like he paid rent on my face. Every time I looked back, his eyes were already on mine. I held his gaze for a few seconds, lifted one eyebrow. "You good?" His mouth twitched into that stupid trademark smirk I couldn't stand. I rolled my eyes and faced forward while Mr. Roberts droned on about quantum theory, looking about as excited to be alive as the rest of us. If one more person asked me why Harper was staring, I was going to lose it. Lunch wasn't any better. I even switched seats so I wouldn't have to look at him. We had 3 classes together, and his eyes were on me the entire time. Somehow, every time I turned around, the teacher caught me and made a comment. Great. Now half the school probably thought I was obsessed. "Hey Zara," a guy behind me leaned over. "Why does Harper keep staring at you?" I dropped my forehead onto my desk. Cool. Love my life. The second the final bell rang, I packed up like the room was on fire. I just wanted to go home. But Mr. Roberts stopped me. "Zara, you're a great student. I want you in our tutoring program." I blinked. I wasn't a straight A student, and my job at Monique's Bakery already took most of my time. "I'll think about it," I said, taking the application and fully intending to throw it away later. I was heading to my locker when a hand clamped around my wrist and yanked me into an empty classroom. "Whoa," I stumbled, already picturing myself face planting, but 2 arms caught my waist. I looked up. Of course, Harper was basically haunting me today. He stared down at me with an intense, heated look I couldn't read. Need, interest, something else. My stomach flipped. My whole body lit up with a stupid little tremor. I did not ask for this. This was Harper Kane, the guy who broke my sister's